Stirring Abyss, which I believe is an XCOM, Lovecraftian-esque XCOM. Story? Difficulty: deranged, psychotic, and unsettled. Sure, why not? I'll go for deranged. Jesus, loud. I'm so sorry. Jesus, I can't even focus there. Oh my
The
God.
coordinates brought us to an uncharted peak. A great mountain rising from the lightless depths, shrouded in mystery. We thought we'd prepared for everything.
This is the USS Salem requesting aid. We have negative rudder control and are taking on water. Our tank mechanisms are unresponsive. Current position is 5-8 tack 5 1 decimal. Oh my God. What is that?
How little we knew. The abyss hides more than ancient ruins and lost history. And our arrival has not gone unnoticed. In deep waters, the smallest ripple can change everything.
That's loud. That is so loud. Oh my God. Like, I lowered that down for you for about 12 decibels. That's how loud that was. I had to make it 4 times quieter for that. I'm gonna keep it low until it's still down again. Why is it so low? What? If we can make this a little bit less nightmarish. Back up to. Oh. Right, okay, back. Welcome to Stirring Abyss. You begin the game with one diver under your control. Your first objective is to find your way out of the cave. Move the diver by right-clicking on the tile you wish to move to. Divers have action points, which determine how much they can accomplish in a single turn. Oh, we get to use. You can spend an action point on movement in one big move or a series of smaller moves, as long as you don't take other actions that use up an action point in the middle of moving. Divers normally start the turn with 2 action points. You can see action points as orange ovals under the diver portrait at the top left of the screen, or under the small portrait next to the diver. A half oval is an action point currently in use. Okay, then we're doing that and that. We have action points. We've got air. Okay, so where are you, buddy? There you are. Ooh, okay. Ensign Jerry Akers. Can I rename you now? I guess not. Skills. Move you. Find a way out of the cave. Fish over there. Let's go stand in the fish. Investigate the object. Eldritch activity. Hold the camera by moving mouse screens or holding middle mouse and dragging. Good. Insane Acres swears under his breath. Corpse. Of all the caves in the ocean, there's a corpse in this one. That can't be a good one. Though the uniform is old and the years have taken their toll, it is clear that the deceased sailor was of extremely high rank, not a man who would be unceremoniously buried at sea under normal circumstances. Mutiny, perhaps? Or battle? There are no answers here. All Akers knows that he would rather avoid suffering whatever gruesome fate claimed the man. Lowering his head in respect for fellow sailor, he... Okay, so we have... Can't use both for movement. You move the bits and... Okay, yeah, sorry, my bad. I'll put you over here for the time. There. Okay. Go ahead and... You don't seem to... You have to use one for movement and one for something else. It doesn't seem to let you use both for movement. I think that sack is from the Salem. Dinner is spear gun. You've found your first item, a spear gun. Divers can normally carry 2 items at a time. Take the spear gun with you by right-clicking on it or dragging it out of the item slots on your right side of your action bar. Most items cost action points to use. The spear gun, for example, costs a minimum of 1 action point, with all extra points for increased accuracy. Loading another spear also takes 1 action, so plan your actions carefully. Deals 28 to 34 damage, must be reloaded between shots. Action points beyond the first grant plus 5 aim. Costs all available action points to fire. Okay. You entered combat. Whoa, that's a big jellyfish. Maybe I can get around to it now. You entered combat. To use a spear gun, click on it on your action bar, then click on the target you wish to fire at. You can also use a melee attack that costs 1 action point next to your target. If you choose to use a spear gun, use your shots wisely. If possible, make sure nothing's blocking your view. Targeting objects will be marked. Be aware, if there is friendly divers in that target, you may hit them. 0% chance to hit. 77% in melee. I guess we can. If we can't move away, we'll get. It looks like we'll get opportunity attack to feed it. Stab. A shocking conclusion. Check the corpse. The broken jellyfish lies defeated at his feet. A tiny electric discharge is still visible within the pale membrane. Akers is no expert on these creatures, but he knows they don't use electricity to hunt or defend themselves. An entirely new species of Typhozoa. In a different context, this would be great biological discovery, but right now it's only putting him more on the edge. Corpse over. Navigating the gloomy cavern, Ensign Akers comes to an abrupt stop. A motionless figure lays hunched against the rock wall, clad in one of the expedition diving suits. Not alone. Rushing to his side of his fallen comrade, Akers is relieved to see a small burst of bubbles as exhaust vent of the suit. Out cold, perhaps. Breathing. This is Ensign Akers. Can you hear me? I only hope the radio transceivers on both suits are still functional. Long moment of silence, immeasurably long, until a faint reply echoes inside his helmet. I'm here. Copy, I mean. Able Seaman Oates. Groggy and confused, just as he himself was one coming to. What's going on? Where am I? Not a lot of answers as of yet, Able Seaman, Akers requires, forcing calmness and confidence into his voice. Now get up and check your gear. We have a lot to do. Found the second crew member of the expedition crew, and are now controlling both divers. You can switch between divers by clicking on their portrait or by clicking on their model. Your divers also have skills to help them survive in the abyss. Mouse over the skill icons on the action bar to learn their function. More skills are gained as divers level up and progress through the game. Wait, we've got diver's knife, we have defensive posture, brace for impact, active, take a protective stance, shielding vital organs and vulnerable parts of the diving suit. Grants the character a temporary damage shield that warp swords. Explosives expert. Okay, these are skill. Desperate times calls for innovative measures. Cluster shot. Fire a projectile filled with explosives, dealing damage to the initial target. The cluster bombs attached to the spear then break off and deal further damage to the target and to all targets adjacent to it. What do you do, Akers? Akers only has a medkit, no weapons. Heals the target for a certain amount of damage. Spotter. Every enemy has a weakness and every weakness has an opportunity. Expose weak spots on the enemy, decreasing their armor by 5 and defense by 10 for 3. Killing the exposed target restores 1 action point. Diver that dealt the final blow. Defensive posture. Okay, everyone's got defensive posture and a knife. Keep going. Rank Oat. Lab rat. Increase the effectiveness of all medicines used on this diver. Okay. Extra heal. You have no extra trade. Diving suit. Done. Not go too far ahead of ourselves. Typhozoa has arrived. Typhozoa! Something stirs in the darkness. 88. You're dead. Forward. +1 clues. We have clues, we've got supplies. Allows the use of mess and quarters to functions to restore driver health and sanity. Clues allows you to gain various upgrades for your crew in the Enigma pool. Copper, repairing electronics. Chemicals for repairing some ship sections and crafting meds. Scrap for building basic building materials. And Void Marrow. Used to subject the crew to strange but useful mutations. Of course. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Ouch. Pain. Cavity stab. Load. What? First action point. Oh, okay, so how can I tell what the difference between my action points are? Oh, very awkward. Can you go down here? Okay, so everything with a solid line is the first action point, then the second line is a dash. Okay. Use XCOM. Over there. Climb out. New orders. Gather scrap material for repairs. Okay, you get scrap metal. Just grab it. Just. Oh, there's a light just onto me. I think it's the Salem. Oh, part of the Salem. Oh, it's the anchor. We are using oxygen. Per turn, possibly? The per turn situation where we use up the oxygen. Yay, cultist submarine crew. Yay! Yay! Everybody dance! Yay! Hopper. They didn't miss anything else. Oats. One of your divers is running low on air. When divers have 7 or less turns of air, they start suffering from hypoxia, which drains a small amount of sanity. Running out completely deals heavy damage each turn. You can refill air by using the air tank or finding an air vent on the seafloor. In emergency, you can also evacuate divers before the mission is complete. How to use the air tank? How doth one useth an air tank? Standing orders? I? No. Move you forward a bit then, because you're the one who doesn't have it. Doesn't seem to be anything else over here, so we'll... Carefully ascending the sturdy anchor chain, Oates reaches the airlock contraption at the con. The mechanism opens with ease, just like in training. He can't wait to be inside and shed his damn suit. The conning tower is a mess, with miscellaneous equipment strewn haphazardly all around the small room. First things first, though, the control room. The able seaman kneels next to the hatch and pulls. The heavy steel door gives way with a tortured creak, revealing an almost still surface of dark water. The ship is flooded. Panic rears its head within Oates. Salem is their only way home. The only hope of seeing his family again, if it's too badly damaged to move or even surface. Focus. The sub is floating, which means there's plenty of air inside it somewhere. All they need to do is pump the water out of the flooded sections and get the equipment in the control room operational. He's not going down without a fight. Evacuate when ready. Get out of here then. See if there's anything else we need to pick up, so... USS Salem. Salvage. Physical note. Physical accommodation. Covered most ground in challenging terrain. Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. USS Salem is the base of your operations through the Stirring Abyss. As you progress through the game, you can use power and other resources to restore functionality to the Salem. For example, to unlock the ability to heal injured crew members. You will need to pump the flooded control room to access other rooms. Click the drop symbol on the room to pump it. Pumping costs power, which replenishes during missions. You will also need some scrap and copper to repair the control room. Salem also has an inventory that contains crucial supplies. Drag items out of the inventory and into divers' inventories to take them with you. Divers' inventories can be accessed beneath their portraits at the top of the screen. We have here flares, we have here a shrapnel charge, we have here another med kit. Take flares, take a shrapnel charge. Anyway, let's pump out this. Costs 8 power, we have 25 left. Cover some copper. Upon entering the control room, you've recovered resources and equipment. The control room is no longer flooded, however some of the critical systems in the room have been damaged and must be repaired before they can be used. Also over the room to see its repair costs, click repair to functionality. 5 scrap metal and 3 copper. Conveniently we got that from our mission. The great machine comes alive slowly, the machinery still locked behind flooded sections responding to the call of the control room. The hum and vibration of the engines brings hope, not as much as the blinking light on the radial panel. Emergency beacon locator. Tens of diving suits, each fitted with the transmitter, are missing from their storage. Only one signal is active right now, but perhaps the others are just out of range or temporarily disabled. After the difficult repairs and the haunting emptiness they found on the Salem, it feels good to have a clear way forward. Much remains to be done aboard the ship. Most functions are completely offline, and the rest is held together by the power of duct tape and positive thinking. To make things more difficult, the wiring manual in the control room maintenance cabin has escaped its waterproof casing. The old girl's going to need some serious dry dock time, when they get home. Just one more wire, there we go. The radio array is up and running. Corruption level 0 out of 9. Got a signal, we have to move the ship, but it's not too far. We haven't got enough power to recover anything. Conning tower, control. Okay, search for missing crew members primary. So what do we actually have here? We've got aft torpedo room, maneuvering room, motor room, after engine room. Where exactly is this air that we're floating with right now? Forward torpedo room, officers' quarters. Enables use of the Enigma board. Forward battery room, storeroom, aft battery room, forward lower engine room, aft engine room, forward engine room. I think aft and forward engine room. We have a gun on the deck. Cool. Anyway, let's see the next searchlight. Luminance, the likes of which these depths have not been seen in aeons. Use the USS Salem's powerful searchlight to illuminate the target area. Duration 2, cooldown 3, cost 1 power. Amplify signal, beware the red blips. Amplify your sonar for a short period of time to gain valuable information about nearby threats. Duration 2, cooldown 3, power. Evacuate. Set up an evacuation zone to enable divers to return to the USS Salem. Oh, I guess you can probably hop back to this during a mission, possibly. Okay, mission the first. Hope is air. Hope is air. Yes, it is. Right. Signals coming from somewhere nearby. Divers come in 3 different classes: officers, crewmen, and scientists. Each class has different skills and different strengths and weaknesses in combat. Crewmen are melee oriented and will often be found in the thick of battle, while officers and scientists have more access to range and support skills. About the wiring manual as well. But actually, we're in a real pickle. Okay, so you have access to these things over here. Cool. Click me. Who are you? Frank, get up. Air vent remaining. Okay. Air vent up ahead. Hopper over here, so oats go over there. Got 1 grenade oats. Crap. What's that? That's objectives over this. We'll look over here then. Air, there's there, but back then we'll run. There we're forgetting. Is question mark over there as well. Two Cyphozoa. 3 Cyphozoa. Or 2 Cyphozoa. 3 Cyphozoa. Or 3 Cyphozoa here. Just walk over here. Missed. The ghastly bones have been picked clean. Some previously unknown species of archaic human, or another type of mutant. On closer inspection, the misshapen skull has a distinctly natural look to it. As if it had bulged and deformed suddenly and traumatically rather than having grown that way. Submarine skills are available in the top right part of the screen and do not require a diver to operate them. They are used during missions to provide support to your ERA team. Yes. Illuminate then. Let's illuminate up here, up ahead. Unknown creature, 5 health. We're definitely shooting that from range. Get in. You can. How appropriate. Hey, Barrick, thank you for the raid. How did it go? How did it go? Did the silent win? Were you going for a silent run again? I can't remember. Yeah, you were transitioning to poison when I left. How did that go? Ooh, hi. Ew. Hit that from there? Okay, good. I punched the heart a lot, but the second time I punched it, it punched back too hard. No! The heart is rough. The heart is inconveniently rough. Inconveniently rough. You need to reload. You need to... I want to grenade that? No. Up a smidge. Suppose weak spots on an end. Like, let's not be walking near that thing. That thing's gonna explode or something, I can tell. Searchlight submarines can... the flares can... Okay. Well. Crouching ahead, repair the control... Yes, we've done that. Okay, again, I want to figure clearly, even though it's down here, I think there's a way that we kind of missed that one, didn't we? Yeah, we have to go the long way around because there's a wall there, and there's an unknown creature with 40 health. Incinerator. Yeah. Figured as much. Inspect the corpse, please. Got. Stab it, please. Oh, good, you missed. Ow. Okay, how many times can I miss an 82% chance? Be honest here. How many times can I miss an 82% chance? To be honest, it's me, so it's probably a lot. It's me, so it's probably a lot. Right. You can go ahead and inspect that corpse. Splayed open, all that remains of the once bulging pod are the threads of thin but tough shells strung between supporting spines. The pressure inside this bizarre coral-like husk must have been immense. Work of evolution previously unknown to science, or the consequence of some unnatural force? Theoretically, infinite amount of times, indeed. Knowing me, more likely to be an infinite amount of times than not. Right. Okay. Now, there. Ow. There, please. Stab it with a knife. More knife stabs. Okay. How are your airs doing? Your air is on 10. It was all the way back there. You know, scan? Yeah. Open a personnel sheet with the detailed information pressing C. Yeah, we know that. Just click on it. Anything else you use? I want... My hands on for air. Is that something? Or is that just background? Background fish. Have you reloaded yet? No. Load now. Aha. Avoid going that way, we will. Metal. Like scrap. I'm gonna go down there. Oh, an air vent. Okay, thank God for that. Okay. Up your air, please. Right, you need to rush over here next turn because you're gonna start having getting hypoxic now. You're getting hypoxic. No, unpleasant. Enemies sitting in streamers each have their own unique strengths and weaknesses. Learn what they are and how to exploit them to succeed, and choose your actions wisely and make items to defeat your enemies or to run from them. This is Eldritch Lovecraftian XCOM, is as far as I'm aware what this is. Eldritch Lovecraftian XCOM. Ow. Okay. Get over here, please. Okay. More. Rear gun, reload. You got, was it neurotoxin? It is not over here. Put the grenade over there, to be honest. But I don't think it's going to be required. Use that. Expose weakness. There's one over there. You're talking 2 stacks. Missed. Get right beside him? Hope for the best, I guess. Majority of the enemies cannot attack or use abilities for their next turn. They wander around aimlessly and suffer a penalty to their defense. Damage taken while Deserter has a chance to break the effect early. Like the corpse. The gaunt corpse is unlike anything Oates has seen before. Creatures common to deep-sea animals mixed with a frame that is far closer to human than he would like care to admit. The size of its eyes explains why the strange beast was so averse to the light of their suit lamps. Compared to the near-perfect darkness of its home, their fluorescent bulbs must have been like staring into the sun. Arms, weak and decrepit as they are, don't appear to see much use. Simple conclusion is that the spines the creatures propelled must be its primary defense, as well as a hunting strategy. Simple clothing also implies the use of advanced tools. Oates can't help but feel there's more to these spine skulkers than meets the eye. Yeah, the home base is a submarine. The home base is a submarine, which is where that comes from, I think. That gives what? 20 to 26 health. Which is enough to get back, but we'll wait for that to come back. You, hi. Reload. Honestly, just flare over there. Is that a free action? It's a free action, okay. Base. Defensive posture yourself. How are you doing on your neurotoxin? Version 2. Took it on the shield like a boss. Oats, get in there and stab it. The end of your neurotoxin. No inspecting that corpse. Still a bit low in oxygen. Over there. You reload. I'm gonna go in now. I don't think there's anything else over here for me. There's some copper over there. Take it all. Get it all back. I don't think I can use searchlight here, can I? No, can't. It's inside cave. I cannot use. Fair enough. Flares will have to do the. Pop a flare all the way to there. Pop a flare over here. They are both paths we can. Look at the party. Okay, there's a supply chest over there. Move to sub inventory. Morphine takes the edge off. Character gains +7 armor, +3 health regen, but suffers -1 agility. Ooh. I want all of this to be. Can I use that now? I can't carry any more. Blast it all. I can do that and sort of. Can I do that again? Morphine yourself. There you go. Because you're going to start regenerating health, which you need. There. Exit this air over here. Well, let's move up as far as we can. This side. First turn, we'll move here. Investigate objects. I'm looking for the rest of the crew. Ah! Look at the size of that thing and those teeth. Let's keep it a safe distance if you can. It looks like a predator. You missed. Nade. Yeet. Ow. Ow, you got the damn nanotoxin. Load. Hold it. Identify it. At first glance, the anatomy of the fallen brute defies all reason. The head is similar to that of an orca, with a maw of razor-sharp teeth. Smooth and rubbery skin also points towards a mammalian nature. What cruel trick of Darwinian chance resulted in an ambulatory deep-sea creature that is beyond this comprehension? Oates cannot deny that the fiend did indeed walk desolate depths. The large bony hooks on the end of each arm look dangerous, but unwieldy. How did this beast manage to dress itself in the sparse loincloth is a mystery, as are the logistics of spinning linen underwater. Perhaps this merc fiend, as he resolves to name the creature, is not a product of natural selection at all, but loathsome result of a more pernicious process of mutation. And let's go, might as well scan what this is as well. Barely audible whispers around Able Seaman Oates as he approaches the primitive shrine. In this moment, he might have had a chance to run away, but reason and bravado override the instinctive response of. As a set of red eyes flare open between the horns, the moment has passed. He is trapped. Do not fear, the voice whispers. I offer much and ask for so little. Oates struggles, but it is as if his suit is lined with lead. There is no escape from the red eyes that seem to burrow into his skull. Meet the stare head on. Medium difficulty. I'm not a masochist, I'm not opportunist, I'm not charming, and I'm not lethargic or unstable. some situations, success or failure is decided by a game of dice with fate. The difficulty of the task can vary, and different divers may be more suited to different challenges. You can choose to re-roll any number of dice once per event. Click on each die you wish to select, then click re-roll. However, the accursed negative side of a die prevents re-rolling. You can further improve your chances by upgrading your dice through the Enigma board. We can't roll that. We can't re-roll that. Don't want to re-roll that. So we'll re-roll these. Oh, never mind. The horns of the shrine and the crimson disembodied eyes are joined by bright blue lines that form an escape of Bull's head. The voice returns, but no longer as a whisper. It roils around Able Seaman Oates, deep as the ocean and inexorable as the tides. You have come to a dangerous place. Already you have faced my wayward children, and worse awaits should you continue. Vestiges of my power still remain. Call to me if you require aid, and I will attempt to twist the fates in your favor. Who are you? Oates demands. What do you want from us? There is no response. The silence of aeons returns, leaving only a tingling at the back of his neck. Someone, or something, is watching. The power that surges through the shrine is too much for Oates to handle. As his will succumbs, the darkness around him seems to intensify. Gain access to invocations. You've gained access to invocations, abilities and blessings granted by the mysterious patron of the shrine. Invocations use points shared by all divers as well as action points. Invocation points are fully regenerated for each. We're now corrupted. Hooray! We have here, we have Providence. It is not your time yet. Absorbs the next damage instance from its external source. It's natural focus. Being the temporary aim to the cost of defense. Void step. Teleport. Solace of mind. Will not attack friendly targets if overtaken by insanity. Okay. You are doing a thing, aren't you? You load that gun. Move up there. The corruption level has advanced by its first step. The track can be found at the bottom right of your screen. The abyss grows more dangerous with each level, introducing new threats to an already perilous mission. Go. Move you. Reload. Chuck a flare in that direction. Chuck. You. Hi. You. Hi. Chuck a flare. Found the body. Over there and stab it. Dead. Oates. Able Seaman Oates reaches the unmoving form lying prone on the thin layer of sand covering the bottom of this eerie cavern. He rushes in to check the suit. Thankfully, it appears undamaged and sealed. The facial posture is forked over, concealing the crew member within. An auspicious sign, the helmet of a deceased diver would carry no pale covering of mist. Oates is anxious to find out who he has found, but that will have to wait till he can rouse them. He peers into the tenebrous dark beyond. Chill run down his spine. Able Seaman Oates hopes that some of the questions that have plagued the survivals will finally be answered. Of course, even just recovering another one of the far too many presumed dead in the incident will be more than he could have dared to hope for. More than he could have dared. Yeah. Snapping out of it, Oates realizes there's no time to waste. Breathing or not, the incapacitated figure may need medical attention. His own tank is running lower with every breath. He holds his breath as he shakes the suit daintily. Seconds feel like hours until the other diver responds. Able Seaman backs off, allowing them to come to terms with their surroundings and situation without risking a potentially dangerous collision. Soon a crackle on the comm channel announces that the unknown phone member has activated the radio. Where am I? Can anyone hear me? Frank chokes back tears of relief and activates his comm. Long story. I'll say this. It's good to hear your voice, Lee. A glimmer of hope lifts his spirits. Maybe there's hope for them yet. What happened, Lee? Do you have any idea where you are, or how you got here? Oates, is that you? The voice of Science Officer is weak, for he is trying to mask his fear and confusion. Able Seaman Oates can tell the ordeal has taken its toll. Lee continues. I don't know if I've got the answers you want. All jumbled up. The dreams, Oates, the dreams. I feel like I dreamt 1,000 lives, interconnected yet unique, with purpose beyond any I've known in this dreary existence. Now it's all slipping away. Oates gives him a moment. While the science officer was speaking, he checked the meter on their oxygen tank. Inexplicably, it was completely full. How convenient. I don't even remember how I got in the suit. The captain was there, walking in front of me, guiding me through the weeds and ruins. We were not alone in that oppressive gloom. Shadows lurked at the edge of the lamplight, Oates. Shapes not of this world. Oh Dear God, why must the splendor and grace of my dreams fade, and this horrid memory remain? He is visibly agitated now, the shaking of his arms clearly noticeable even with the bulk of the suit. Oates reaches out to grab the shoulder of the science officer, and the contact, remote as it is, appears to bring some relief to his bewildered companion. Let us pass. Onwards we continued, our destination apparently clear to Captain Ashworth, for he strode on with the determination and purpose of a man who knows his path. Without warning, the captain stopped. There were large rocks around us, and a dark yawning chasm in the silt. He turned around then. It was him, but Otto wasn't. The loathsome face I saw haunts me still, staring at me with cruel, gleaming eyes. Something moved behind me. The captain must have seen, but he did nothing to stop it or warn me. I tried to pull my knife, but an impossibly strong grip pinned my arms. He just stood there. How could he just stand there? Able Seaman Oates sits in stunned silence for a moment. Somehow, despite all the unimaginable horrors he has witnessed in these accursed depths, the thought of brave Captain Ashworth abandoning his crew, it is too much. His deliberation complete, Oates speaks with calm conviction. We have to find him. We have to find the truth. We found and rescued another diver and completed the mission. Now it's time to evacuate. The Salem can't get to you while inside the cave, but once you're back outside, you can set up an evac zone from the skill action bar at the top right of the screen. Cool, let's get the hell out of here then. So what have you got? For Johan Lee, Frank Oates, and Jerry Akers. Science Officer Johan Lee, you are ruthless. 8% critical strike, dissolving dart. Melts away the shell, exposing vulnerable flesh. Launches a dart dealing damage, weakening the target, lowering its armor by 6 for 1 turn. Shares cooldown with other darts. Heating dart, does damage and slows the target. Got a dart gun essentially. Ooh. Q. There. Investigate object. We have 1 officer, 1 sailor, and 1 science officer. This could only be a fishing net. Science Officer Lee shrugs. Everything's got to eat, even antediluvian monsters. Light chest over there. Got the oxygen for that, so you can. Light chest. You need. Ensign. Yeah, Ensign Jerry Akers. Officer track. Enlisted track and like science officer track. This looks really good actually. This looks really, really nice. Ooh, there. There. I kind of want to test this out. Okay, it doesn't actually give you much more distance. The Old Devourer is near. Huh? Something wrong here. This stuff is not natural. Kidding. Put an evac square. Feels like it's reacting to watching us. Seems very unpleasant. Stay in the back area. Back. Moving. I'm staying away because I'm feeling this thing's going to spread a bit. So. Up. Evac, right. One action. Really? Okay, fine. USS Salem. Ensign Jerry Akers. Combat commendation. Caused the most damage to enemy targets. Frank Oates. Physical commendation. Covered the most ground in challenging terrain. Johan Lee. Got some clues. We got everything else. You've gathered enough clues to start unlocking upgrades to the Enigma board. Prepare the officer's quarters, blah blah blah. Leveling up, one of your crew can level up, nice. You also found someone else. The tired crew returns to the control room of the Salem, having shed their diving suits. As they descend the litter, a meek voice calls out from beneath. Welcome back, guys. Underneath the controls is Obed Marsh, one of the ship's cooks. He looks haggard, but alive. He continues. Sorry I didn't speak up sooner. I came to inside one of the damn storage lockers just as you were heading out. I wasn't myself for a bit there. Oh boy, I had some strange dreams, I'll tell you. Arch is clearly still a bit out of it. It's good to have another member of the expedition back. So, you've all leveled up. Whoever's on the away team. So what are you? Away team is up to 3. Are a... You're the same track... I think it might be the same track as... Yeah, you are a... listed person. 30. Always have more maximum health. Good. Let us... Oh, wait a minute. Isn't... I don't know. I don't know enough about individual characters, to be honest. Level up. Commander. Not easy to be a leader. Grants an extra action point to unload a diver for 3 turns, including this one. Or weapon specialist. Eager to try a spear gun on a real target. Debilitating spear. A carefully aimed shot that hits each target in its path, disorienting them and dealing damage. And deal critical damage. Attribute for +2. Agility, insight, endurance, strength. Your strength is lower than regular, isn't it? Yeah, so your strength is below the average, which I'm assuming is 15. Your ranged aim up and run. That said, your defense can go higher as well, but sure you can actually hit your targets from range. As you are doomed, there are 2 ways to fight: the fair way and the right way. Cheap shot. Carefully placed blow at exposed tendons, disorienting the target for a turn and causing them to bleed for 3 turns, dealing damage. Or Marine, Semper Fidelis. Immunity to physical debuffs and armor increased by 5 for 3 turns. Okay, let's actually do the... medkit. I guess like the weapon isn't actually... Oh, really? Okay. I thought the... Oh, I thought like the flare would be like would be replenished after every fight. I guess that's not the case. I guess that's not the case. I don't guess you don't get the flare back every time. Interesting. Right. Anyways, let's lower the... There. Upon entering the officer's quarters, you find some resources and equipment. Repair it with 15 scrap metal. I haven't got enough scrap metal. Last it all. Right, let's carry on, I guess. The away team is much the same, although you need to heal up. Like what I can do is I can do this. I put there, back oats, bring in Obed. We'll have one of each. Same. Those ballasts. What these? No, these are flooded rooms. I don't know how we're actually again how we're floating, considering that the entire submarine is full of water. That creaky noise is on point, by the way. Yeah, I just have flooded component. A tick box there. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's move on. Do one more, I think. I'll do one more, then I'll call it there. I was hoping to do another demo, but this has actually been quite fun. And unlike the other demos we've done today, it's not like 3 seconds long. Not that 3 seconds long is a bad length for a demo, but... Someone always starts at the ground. Leave no man or woman behind. Let's get it done. Find more of our crew. Okay, so where's their crew? Up. There's some. Can't walk out that way, so... Up. Need more scrap. Need more scrap. I require more minerals. Mine, more Vespine. Spread out for a bit. Oh, you got the dart as well, haven't you? You can do some damage, not a lot of damage. Up here. Okay. kids refer to as real heckin' bad. I guess they do. I guess they do. Okay, the bulging pot over there. This Cyphozoa looks diseased or something. I don't like it to look diseased. I don't want it to look diseased. Can it look diseased, please? I don't want it to look diseased. Stab it. Good. You kill the bloody specialist. Disoriented, nice. Oh, so actually that does fun. It explodes. And oh, for God's sake, it drops that stuff on the ground, whatever that is. Oh, there's one of them as well. Oh, crikey. That did damage to the Berg Fiend. Get out of the way. Eyes over there. You now. Actually, I heard a lot of people over there. Okay. You. Missed. Stab it. Stab it. Nicely done. Got an AP for stabbing it. Oh, because it's exposed. Exposed weakness causes it. Yes, yes, yes. I remember. Blast it all. Quick, fire the dissolving dart. There's not enough damage to kill it, so do some damage though. You can go over there and actually stab the thing. Go over there. Something glowing, the vital essence. Grab that, it's probably void marrow. Sadly you can't do that, just stab it. Double neurotoxin. Unpleasant. Vital essence. Load. Closer, just spot targets for me. Good. What is this vital essence thing? Oh, it's just you heal. Cool, that's fine. Works really well for me. Down here I want to get my hands on. I guess I got some power to use. You, hi. Over there. Chest. None of that, unfortunately. Oxygen. Scrap metal though, and this stuff. That stuff feels like it's going to be real important at some point. That stuff feels like it could be like the like the spoiler for hey Bebop, for XCOM Apocalypse. For those who played XCOM Apocalypse, there's the story twist, and it feels like it could be the similar kind of thing. Side of this, I don't need more oxygen yet, but no. Oh god. I got pop-up dungeon. Nice fantasy TBS. Oh. Okay. The bursting pod, the bulging pod right there, and we didn't realize that. What the hell? Okay, let's not let that happen again. Back a bit. Nothing else down here, right? Looking for scrap. There's scrap. Aha! I have found the scrap. Yeah, I would say this has actually been a really nice Steam Games Festival. There's been a lot of really good things I've been quite happy with. Not that there's like a lot of stuff that bad things, but it's always nice to go like, ah, actually, there's a lot of really nice stuff this time. Kill that, please. Yep. Go ahead and snap this. That me, because oh, you missed. Lovely. This is called Stirring Abyss. Got that thing. Got this right, I guess. Case. Find out where the big guy is. There he is. This revolving dart over there. Toxin. Oh god, there's loads of them. Jesus. I think thankfully he's slightly out of range. Nope, never mind, he's not. One of your divers has been injured. Injuries have lasting negative effects. Investigate that over there. That's your job. They can be cured by medics or by using a med kit. Your job is to go there then. And go investigate that thing. You are gonna stab it. No, attacks of opportunity. Forget about the attack of opportunity. Fast at all. 40 health. Explosive expert would actually get the kill. You shot me past the damn thing? How dare you? Load needed. Load. If I need to reload, might as well stab this thing. Right. Critical as well. Nice. Yeah, we're getting low on oxygen as well, which is convenient. Find out what this thing. Stepping closer, Marge reaches out to touch the strange vortex. Its fluctuations clearly evident on his fingers of his gloves. They stretch and twist in ways that should break bones and tear joints, yet the cook feels no pain. Another step, and the waves are all over him now, a tide of sickening vertigo. Small globules of white matter seep through the edges of the torn membrane, coalescing in the center of its largest opening. Mesmerized, March reaches out to the orb and pulls it out of the gyre. A storm of unbidden notions drowns out his thoughts, whispering of power beyond imagining and naming the strange material void marrow, the essence of the barrier that spawned it. Is it Gyre or Gyre? Gyre or is it Gyre? Both, I think. Boom. Still got stuff over there, right? Scrap metal to do. And you need to get back to oxygen at some point. You are running low on the oxygen, but what matter? The intelligence augment divers with disturbingly but useful mutations. So choose diver for improvement. Staggering roar. Ow. Mutate. Right. Jesus, you're quite badly hurt right now. You take. You got how much health are you? You're at 21 health. You're currently losing 6 health left if you turn. Okay, step over here. Fill it with your dart. Thank you. Oh, can you mutate? We can mutate now. Mutating this character costs 1 void marrow. Are you sure you wish to proceed? Yes, let's mutate you. Select the mutation. Second heart. Allows the character to heal any wound given time. Slowly regenerate all health, or gills. Chance for all divers in the vicinity to regenerate hair every turn. That's actually not bad. We'll take the second heart right now because you kind of need the healing. Are you okay there, Lee? What? Oh yeah, I'm good. Everything's fine. You sure? You sound a bit out of it. Yes, I'm sure. Let's focus on what matters. Scrap out. Oxygen. Generation. Regenerating? Or regenerating, they're currently heating up. Unknown creature with a large amount of health. Honestly, just keep going this way. You need to get back to... People need to get oxygen right now. You get both of them. Can. Good. Nice damage was dealt there. Can you get the shot off there? Or... Hey, let's get you to the vent because you clearly need oxygen. Need to heat. You done? You are still needed. Oh, just straight up dead. Okay. I guess the regen wasn't actually healing over the neurotoxin, unfortunately. The mental state of your crew is a vital resource. Whenever a survivor is reduced to 0 sanity, they lose their next turn in an episode of madness, acting basically they panic. Each episode of madness also permanently reduces the maximum sanity of the diver. If sanity reaches 0 max sanity, they become fully and irrevocably insane. Down to so low on oxygen right now. Hey, Victor. Right, let's load you. Missed. Blast. Now, all the neurotoxin in the world right now. Everyone's gonna die at the moment, so this might well be the end of the run. This may well be the end of the run. You've got vital essence over here. Two down. Yeah. This was an XCOM run, I'd call it there anyway, but we'll carry on until the very end and see what we can get done. Over there, grab grab that. Empty, isn't it? Yeah, it's empty. We'll stand right beside you because you can't do much if you're right beside you. Up. Almost out of oxygen as well. Move over here. Up in air. We'll use the medkit on ourselves or something. Is that a free action? Is that an action? Have you? Vicious ink. Kill you. That on ourselves. Grab that one. Shoot that thing. Grab everything we can get our little hands on. A bigger boom, to be honest. Try and find out what that was. How close are we to X? We're not close at all. Long mission, this. The contamination that had deformed this pod is evident even in its current sad state. Vibrant colors have given way to pallid green, and even the small symbiotic anemones have atrophied to wither. Life, once vigorous and florid, now ousted by death and decay. No trace remains of the parasitic growth that had attached itself to the shell. Though Marsh is glad to see it destroyed, a closer inspection might have provided some much-needed answers. Uncreation beckons. Oh, lovely. Isn't that nice? What are we looking for here? I'm gonna do some... What's over here? Oh, snap, son. Oh, snappity snap. This seems unpleasant. No! Damn it all, we were too late. A body lies atop the makeshift altar, unfurled viscera waving gently in the ocean current. Pale skin, drained of life, blue jumpsuit, navy blue. Hill. The young seaman was foremost prankster among the crew of the Salem, with a mischievous smile that never quite fully left his lips. Here he lies, slaughtered like an animal and abandoned to the scavengers. The scene suggests ritual sacrifice, but the task appears unfinished. A crude bone blade still lodged within the half-opened thorax. Cook Marsh knows he could bury the living man as best he can. Strange whispers fill his ears. Hill is already dead. What harm could it do? Finish the dark ritual. What have we lose? The handle of the crude knife seems far too large for a human hand. With considerable difficulty, Marsh manages to fully pry open the ribcage. In a delirious ecstasy, he rips out the heart of the dead seaman. Bright crimson blood begins to pump out of the severed organ, swirling a shroud of red around him. Still beating heart in his gloved hand begins to shrivel, an off-white crust forming on its surface and flaking away as if burnt by an invisible flame. As the fugue passes, Cook Marsh is left holding a perfectly spherical white orb that pulses with ancient forbidden energy. +1 to void marrow, +6 to clues, -15 to sanity. The abyssal grasp. Transfigured by a blasphemous force, the bloody sprouts a writhing tentacle. I can't use spear guns anymore, but I get a tentacle arm, or colony. The diving suit is invaded by a teeming swarm of small predatory invertebrates bound in symbiosis to the host. Enemies around the diver take damage at the end of your turn. Command the swarm to attack a specific target, disorienting and dealing damage to it at the end of its turn. You now have a colony of small predatory invertebrates inside your suit. Well done, Obed. You've done well today. You've done very well today. Two killed in action. Mission successful. Was it? Was it really? Repair that. And we can get the Enigma board now, which means you can start enhancing the crew. Lose 2 dice. All divers gain the ability to exchange their sanity for invocation points. plus 6 to all 70 to all divers, plus health to all divers. Instead of selecting mutations, choose from 3 rather than 2. Maximum air for all divers, maximum melee attack damage for basic melee attack damage for all. This is fun, and the demo is actually longer than I was expecting it to be, but I'm enjoying this right now. I'm going to call it there because I'm starting to lose my voice, because this is a game that actually has me reading quite a lot. But this was fun, this, and I guess I will catch you all next time.